The last video I made about black flashes was a long time ago, and since then 5 more black flashes have been added to JJS. So in today's video we're gonna rank every single black flash in Jujutsu Shenanigans on this tier list. So the criteria that we're gonna be using to judge each black flash is usefulness, how practical is it to use in game, its skill, meaning how hard it is to perform said black flash, and lastly coolness, like how cool it looks or how canonical it is to the anime, you know what I mean. And the first black flash in this list is Rapid Punch's finisher. So as we all know, Rapid Punches is a Gojo base move that does this, but if you do it with a finisher, you'll actually get a black flash. Yeah. This attack is inspired by his fight with Miguel, but he does not perform a black flash during that fight. The only black flash that Gojo does on screen is in the manga against Sukuna. Spoiler warning, sorry. If you don't know about that, then you're living under a rock though. But he does land black flashes against Agito and Maharaga in that same fight, so they could be from that. Regardless of that, Rapid Punch is a very cool finisher. Now technically it's not that useful because it's just a finisher, right? And on top of that, it doesn't take much skill because it's just a finisher. I don't think this one is amazing. S, A, B, C, and garbage. Okay, well, it's not garbage. It's probably a C. We can move these around after, but for now, I'm leaving that at a C. The next one is also a Gojo Black Flash, but you have to be in your awakening for it. It is the Black Flash you get with Reversal Red Max. Now, if you shoot a Reversal Red Max and pull it back in, you do that black flash. That black flash is inspired by his fight with Sukuna, like I was saying earlier, where he shoots a red around the building, waiting for Sukuna to be distracted, then pulling him in with the red to hit a black flash. There's actually custom movesets that have a better version of this, like the one that I done in my most recent custom moveset video, but that is still very, very cool. There also is a finisher animation for this attack, but it just has like more cool VFX, not anything different. Now that one is very useful because you get to shoot somebody with the red and then pull them in as well for extra damage on top of that. Its skill, not really that hard. All you have to do is press R after you shoot the red and then aim it to be pulled back into you. I would say its difficulty is definitely on the easier side of things. And coolness, it's fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I have to give Reversal Red Max an A, because I'm not sure how good S tier is, but that's definitely an A for now. Ooh, the next black flash is the signature black flash of this game, and it is for Vessel. As we all know, Divergent Fist, when timed correctly, will do a black flash. But everybody knows this one. It's a pretty basic one, and we'll get into the black flash chain after because I believe that's a separate move on this tier list. I feel like overall this is just solid. It's definitely not S tier, but it's definitely not comfortably B tier. I might have to put this in A tier with Reversal Red Max. It's just so clean and classic. Now we got our second finisher black flash, and it is for Curse Strikes. If you use Curse Strikes normally in the air, you will do the aerial attack, and when you do it as a finisher, you get a black flash. This is such a clean black flash, and it's taken from this moment against Hanami when he first unlocked the ability to do a black flash. Yuji went on to do 4 black flashes in a row against Hanami, with one being very similar to the Curse Strikes aerial. I really like this black flash. It's super canonical. It's extremely useful as just a variant. Its skill is not hard because all you have to do is jump in the air and press the attack, and it looks like the animes. So I think I have to put it B. It is just a finisher. The next one is the one that everybody is going to want me to judge, and it is the black flash chain. Yes, we already have Divergent Fist on there, but we all know that when you do Divergent Fist from the back, pause, you can actually do 4 in a row to get this special black flash. And on top of that, it has its own finisher. Come on. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right off the bat, we know coolness is going to be a 10. It's already going to be above B because of the coolness. Then we have skillfulness. It's very hard to land. How often do you see this finisher in a public lobby or a ranked game? Almost never. Have I ever let somebody do it to me? Maybe once. But I was probably like texting and playing at the same time. Its usefulness, very useful. You know the combo potential from Vessel is insane already. You add a side dash behind the back black flash to that, and you're going to be throwing some people off. I think this, without a doubt, has to be an S tier. Although it is hard to land, the reward for landing it is very good. It's so good that I don't even know where it's from. But like, it's probably, spoiler warning, Yuji's final Black Flash against Sukuna in the manga. It doesn't look exactly the same, but that's probably the gist of it. And the idea is that Yuji did land 8 Black Flashes against Sukuna, which is why you're able to land multiple Black Flashes in a row in game. I'm gonna have to put that in S, bro. And if you disagree with me, then my bad. Comment down below how you feel about the tier list so far and what's your favorite Black Flash. If we both agree, then I'll show you some love. Now we're moving characters. We're going to perfection because our boy has a couple Black Flashes himself. Mahito's Focus Strike in base does this, but when timed properly, you'll get a Black Flash. It has way more range than Vessel's, but not as much combo potential. This is a very good Black Flash. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You could use the regular base attack to keep fighting someone, or you can end your combo with the Black Flash, sending them flying, and then maybe even go into like a body repel or something, you know? Everybody knows this Black Flash. Based on our criteria, I'm probably gonna put it at a B. The next Black Flash is for the Super Awakening. Yes, this character has 2 awakenings for whatever reason, and you can use G while in your awakening to get another Black Flash. I think this is specifically inspired by the Black Flash that he lands on Yuji based on how it looks. And I think you have to land 2 of them because Mahito had to land a Black Flash on Yuji and Todo to reach this state of perfection. The fact that you go into your Super Awakening immediately, just like Mahito did after unlocking the true essence of his cursed energy or whatever, is a really cool tidbit. It does do damage as well. The windup is really nice, and you have iframes. I think the Super Awakening Black Flash is super underrated. I'm actually gonna put it at 8. It's a really good Black Flash, and it's just slow enough so that you can always aim it if you're good at the game. The next one is actually tied right to this, and it is for Widespread Strikes. When you do Widespread Strikes as a finisher, you will go through this whole animation, ending with the Black Flash. Now, Mahito does not do this. Not to my knowledge. The only Black Flashes I can remember Mahito doing are the one on Yuji and the one on Todo. And then he dies. And it's hard to land this attack. I feel like people can really easily bait you by dashing or wall climbing, as people can do nowadays easily. And the Black Flash is only really with the finisher. Because of that, I'm gonna put it at like a C. I think that's pretty fair. The next character with a Black Flash is my boy Switcher, otherwise known as Todo, and he has a couple himself. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is the hardest Black Flash to land in the game, and what I'm talking about is his Pebble Throw into R, into Brute Force, into Black Flash. Let me try that again. There we go. It's just so hard to land, but when done as a finisher, it is one of the most beautiful Black Flashes. Woo! My God, and they go flying. That is so tough, and it is so similar to the actual Black Flash that Todo does. As we all know, in season 2 of JJK, Todo performs a Black Flash against Mahito that does 0 damage, but he still does it. And based on the animation, it is very similar to this attack you do in game. It might be the coolest Black Flash, and it also might be the hardest Black Flash to do. And because of those 2 things, it leads me to put it in the middle. It's very cool, but when are you gonna see that? You're gonna see this Black Flash finisher less than you're gonna see this one. Also because people play this character less. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to put Pebble Throw variant in B tier. Next is also for this character, and it is in your awakening. As we all know, the attack Brothers is a counter, which if you time it right on a counter, will swap in Yuji to land a Black Flash with you. Now, that is a fire Black Flash. Like, that is super clean. Looks exactly like it does in the anime. It also does an insane amount of damage, and it's just a simple counter. Like, you can time that pretty easily, just like a Manji kick or any other counter in the game. Extremely useful as well. That's a good Black Flash. That's a good Black Flash. That's a good Black. This is a good Black. That's up there. That's up there with those guys, man. If it did as much damage as it did when it first dropped, I would put it in S tier, genuinely. But now we're on to the next character, which is Cursed Partners, otherwise known as Yuta Akotsu. Now, Yuta does have a Black Flash that he does in JJK 0 that looks like this. I'm showing you the scene beforehand because it also looks exactly like that in the game. But to do this Black Flash, it actually is a finisher. And on top of that, to get the special variant of it, you need to catch them in the middle of their attack on a finisher. The odds of landing this Black Flash in a public server are extremely low, just because so many things have to be going your way for this to work out. But hopefully I get it right here. Yup. Jesus Christ. That's the only black flash that looks like that, with the little sparks of black on the side right before you hit them, just like it is in the anime. That one is so clean. Now, it is just a finisher. It's a B tier. As we all know, one of the overpowered characters that you can play in your private server is Strongest of History, otherwise known as Heian Sukuna. And Cleave Rush now has a black flash variant. Just like that. I think it's the exact same timing as a Divergent Fist Black Flash, but as you can tell, there's no combo potential after this. They're just gone. Not that you need combo potential with this character, right? It is canonical. We'll say that at the very least. Is it hard to do? No. Is it useful? Not really, because you can only do it in private servers. And is it cool? It's pretty cool, but not the coolest thing in the world. Realistically, a C, because I think they just wanted to add a black flash to Heian Sukuna because he should have black flashes, and it is a good attack to get people away from you so you can do like a dismantle or fuga, you know what I mean? Now we have made it to all the new black flashes. Yes, the ones that I haven't talked about before. Now, Nanami used to hold a record for most continuous black flashes, being 4. For that reason, you have 4 black flash variants in his character. But the first black flash is Ratio Breaker. And what I mean by that is when you do your special and land it, you actually get a black flash as the 4th M1. Now, this is not a specific black flash that Nanami does on screen. His curse technique goes hand in hand with black flashes due to it being able to create a weak point in somebody's defense. Just like what a black flash is, but on a different level. I'm gonna put it in B tier. The next one is in the ultimate. When you are in overtime, you have a new attack called Ratio Breaker. Now, Ratio Breaker says 1 of 4 because you have 4 variants to it if you land a crit. Without landing a crit, you will not see the number change to 2 out of 4. But you will still do a black flash nonetheless. And that is the first black flash, Ratio Breaker, which does the slash and then a black flash punch. Honestly, I think that's a pretty clean black flash. Nothing special about it. Because of that, it is definitely a solid B. The next one is a very quick black flash. As you can see with your crit, it's just gonna be a straight punch, no slash this time. But yeah, just a simple quick punch. That's a black flash. Not that good, but not that bad. Because of that, put it in C. There's no black flash on this list that is genuinely garbage, so I'm happy with that being a C. Right after that, which is a slam down black flash. If you do Ratio Breaker for the 3rd time, you will jump a very far distance and do a slam down black flash. That is genuinely so clean. Let's look at that again. Oof. Meaning that you can land a black flash on multiple enemies. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key think it has to go A tier. That's one of the coolest black flashes, and it's almost guaranteed. If you make it to the 3rd one, you will definitely make it to the last black flash. And speaking of the last black flash, that is our final one with Ratio Breaker Finisher. And this attack with a crit does more damage, but it actually doesn't change the animation per se. You kind of just do a wind up with black flash on your cleave and then one shot them. The distance is pretty crazy. The startup is beautiful, and the animation is gorgeous. It looks just like what Nanami did. The lore accuracy on that is insane. The range makes the usefulness crazy. The skill to get up to that point is pretty difficult, but the skill to do the attack isn't that difficult. I think it's one of the most beautiful black flashes in the game, leaving me to put it in S tier. So what did you guys think of my tier list? Whenever I do tier list videos, you guys hate me, so you probably don't like this one either, but comment down how you feel about it below. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I make videos like this on the regular. And since you like this one, you probably would like the video where I explain every single emo in Jujutsu Shenanigans. Yes, all 200 and something of them. So click right here. Millz Mafia out. Yeah.